Hi guys, today is lesson 6.2, adding and subtracting rational expressions. When we add and subtract fractions, we always need a common denominator. Okay, we know this, we love this. Okay, so if they have a common denominator, then remember we add the numerators and leave the denominator. So 6 over 3x, which then we can reduce this, which is 2 over x. So my final answer is 2 over x. Same thing, common denominator. So add the numerators, okay? So 4p plus 3p is 7p. Negative 3 plus 8 is positive 5 over 2p plus 7. Nothing to simplify on this one, so we're done. Subtracting this time, again, same thing. If they have a common denominator, we just subtract the numerator, okay? So 8y minus 16 over y minus 2. Now, it's always really important to double check and see if we can simplify. If we take an 8 out, take an 8 out, a GCF of 8, we would have y minus 2 over y minus 2. That cancels, so our final answer is 8. Okay, always see if it's factorable and things might cancel. Okay, for our last one, again, same thing, common denominator, but we need to make sure we distribute that negative in. Okay, so you can almost rewrite it first as 3y plus 1 minus 2y minus 6 all over y squared plus 3y minus 10. Okay, now we simplify. 3y minus 2y is y. 1 minus 6 is negative 5. And let's go ahead and factor that denominator to see if anything will cancel. Factors of negative 10 that add to positive 3. Y plus 5, y minus 2. Okay, nothing cancels, so we are done. Sound good? Okay, so now let's talk about when we have different denominators, okay? First, we're going to find a common denominator. Now, it's really important to understand that the denominator is a unit of its whole piece, okay? So we can't just look at y individually if there's a y plus 7 in the bottom, okay? So the first thing we'll do is get a common denominator, and then obviously we can add or subtract from there. So when we're looking at this, what we want to do is we want to compare our two denominators, okay? So if we're looking at the left, we have xy squared. Looking at the right, we have 3xy. So we ask ourselves what's missing from our first fraction. Well, the common denominator here is going to be 3xy squared, okay? So to get xy squared to 3xy squared, we need to get a 3. So we're multiplying 3 over 3 to it. And our back fraction, to get 3xy squared, we're missing a y. So y over y. Now we distribute that 3 in, okay? So that'll give us 6y plus 15 plus 4xy minus 2y all over 3xy squared. Once we got that common denominator, we can write it all as one fraction, okay? So don't get confused with that. When it's the same, it can all go on the same fraction. Now we combine any like terms. So 4y plus 15 plus 4xy all over 3xy squared. And that is the final answer. Okay, on to the next. To be able to find our common denominator, we always need it in its simplest form. So we should factor first. Okay, factors of negative 12 that add to negative 4 are negative 6, positive 2. And then for our second one over here, let's take out a GCF. So 4x plus 2. Okay, So what do they have in common? They have that x plus 2 in common, okay? Which means our common denominator here that we're looking for, okay? So our common denominator is going to be 4, because we need a 4. We need that x minus 6. And we already have x plus 2 on both of them. So we don't really have to worry about that x plus 2. On my first fraction, what am I missing? Just the 4. Okay, when I say what am I missing, I'm saying what am I missing from the whole common denominator. Okay, so 4 is what we're missing, 4 over 4. And then on the backside, what are we missing on the backside? We have the 4, we have the x plus 2, we're missing the x minus 6. And again, it's a whole unit together. You can't just be like, oh, we're just missing the negative 6. That's not true. We're missing the whole unit, x minus 6. Okay, so we're going to multiply. So that'll give us 4 plus, and then let's go ahead and distribute that in. Okay, so plus 3x squared minus 6x all over 4. X minus 6, x plus 2. Okay, put this in highest to lowest power, so 3x squared minus 6x plus 4 all over 4, x minus 6, x plus 2. Okay, factor by grouping. 3x, x, 2 and 2, minus, minus, negative 6, negative 2 is negative 8. Okay, that doesn't work. Minus 4, minus 1, negative 3, negative 4, that's negative 7. Okay, that doesn't work. 1 and 4. Negative 12 minus 1, negative 13. Okay, this tells me the top is not factorable, so leave it as is. 3x squared minus 6x plus 4 all over 4. Oh, what am I doing this for? It's already above. Minus 6, x plus 2. That's fine. We just copied the same thing. But that's our final answer. Can't simplify the top any farther. Okay. So, again, looking at this one. These are grouped together. They are a pair. They're married for life, never to be separated. So the common denominator here is going to be x plus 2 and x minus 2. Okay? They are totally different, so we have to include those things. But they're married, so they come together. Okay? So the first fraction is going to need that x minus 2. Second fraction needs the x plus 2. Okay. And distribute. So 5x minus 10 plus x squared plus 2x all over x plus 2, x minus 2. Okay. Highest lowest power, x squared plus 7x minus 10 all over x plus 2, x minus 2, and factor. Factors of negative 10 that add to positive 7. 5 and 2, but I don't think they add to 7 because we need it to multiply to a negative. Nope, this is also not factorable, so this is my answer. Okay, there we go. That's addition. Subtraction works the exact same way, okay? We just have to be careful with that minus sign because we will have to distribute it in, so don't forget about it. These already have a common denominator. They're the same, so we're good there. So let's just distribute in the negative. So negative 5y minus 3 over 2y minus 1. Negative 6y, whoops. 6y minus 3 over 2y minus 1. Okay. We could take a negative 3 out of the top. That'll give us 2y plus 1 over 2y minus 1. Just kidding, they're not the same. So that's our final answer, and we're done. Obviously, if they had been the same, we'd be able to cancel it, but we can't. So there it is. Okay. Take a 3 out of this one, x plus 3. Take an x out of this one, x plus 3. Okay, so we have x plus 3 in common. That's great. So that's a part of our common denominator. We need a 3x, though, x plus 3. So the 3 and the x are in the front, and then x plus 3 is what they have in common. So my first fraction, what is it missing? Just an x. My second fraction, what is it missing? Also just an x. Again, don't forget that negative is going with the 8. Oh, no, not just an x. What am I saying? It's missing a 3. Okay, so 3 over 3. There we go. Again, negative needs to go with the 8. Okay, so x squared minus 24 over 3x, x plus 3. 24 is not a perfect square, so we are done. Cannot do difference of squares. Okay, let's keep practicing. Actually, pause if you want. Try to do these 4 on your own. First one should be easy. Already have a common denominator, so just add the top. 2d minus 4 over 2d plus 1. Take out a 2 on the top, so 2d minus 2 over 2d plus 1. Okay. Both of these answers would work. I would accept both of them. If you try to simplify it in your head and you realize it's not going to work, then you can leave it like that. Or you can write it as the second way. Okay. Oh, guess and check on this one. Oh, no, we can take a 3 out first. X squared plus 7x plus 10. So 3x plus 5x plus 2. 3x plus 5. Okay, so what do they have in common? They already have the 3 and the x plus 5, 3 and x plus 5. So for our common denominator, the 3x plus 5 is good, but we need that x plus 2 only on our second fraction. We already have it on our first fraction. So that one's going to stay as is, 1 plus. Now let's distribute. So 4x squared plus 8x all over 3x plus 5, x plus 2. 4x squared plus 8x plus 1 over 3x plus 5, x plus 2. This is not going to be able to factor, so we can leave it as is. Oh, wait, hold on. I think it's a perfect square trinomial. 2x plus 1, 2x plus 1. Oh, no, it's not. What am I talking about? Okay, never mind. Ignore me. Erase. Okay. On to the next factor. X minus 3, x plus 1, 4x plus 1. Okay, so the common denominator, x minus 3, x plus 1. Oh, we also got the 4 in the front because they already have in common the x plus 1s. Okay, good. So the first fraction needs a 4. Second fraction needs x minus 3. Okay. So 8x, I'm taking the negative up with the 3 and distributing it in. So minus 3x plus 9 over 4x minus 3, x plus 1. Combine like terms, 5x plus 9 over 4x minus 3, x plus 1. Okay. Last one. Common denominator is easy because they're opposites, so x minus 3. X plus 3 is our common denominator. The first fraction needs x plus 3. Second fraction needs x minus 3. So 4x plus 12, distribute a negative. Negative 3x plus 9 over x plus 3, x minus 3, x plus 21 over x plus 3, x minus 3. And that is final. Okay, check Canvas for homework. Have a great day.